Joining me now live from his home in Costa Mesa, California is Congressman Rohrabacher. Congressman, thanks for joining me today.
It's a great day out here in California. Too bad you're not out here.
It looks great. Too bad you're not on the waves, huh? I know you've got a history of surfing.
Well, you know, it comes down to this. In Washington, I make waves. When I'm in California, I ride the waves. And frankly, politically, I'm about to ride a wave into a re-election.
Well, and let's talk about that. On June 5th, the results that come out of California are being looked at as a major indicator for how November will play out all over the country. But in this age of Donald Trump in the White House and this pushback on sanctuary policies that we've been seeing, is the political face of California changing right before our eyes more now than ever before?
We are right now at a point when the people of California are finally being able to understand just how far left the Democratic Party has gone. And with this gas tax, by the way, we're already spending $1 a gallon more in California when we fill up our gas tanks than almost any other state in the union. And now they want to raise taxes on that. This is absolutely ridiculous. But on top of all of that, you've got this sanctuary state that the state legislature has passed. And what's that? That means our local law enforcement, it's illegal for them to cooperate with the feds to get illegal alien criminals who are out to hurt us. Now, they've gone so far to the left, they've exposed themselves, and instead of a blue wave, which they're talking about, there's going to be a backlash here, and you're going to find more Republican voters rather than fewer.
Well, Congressman, I want to touch back on sanctuary policies, but as expected in many internal polls, it shows you way ahead of the pack of challengers. But if Republican Scott Baugh makes it in November, how does that change things for you? When's the last time you faced off against another Republican come election time?
Well, every now and then I've had a Republican who would come up against me, but the fact is that most people are very grateful for the service that I've provided to our country and to our community. I helped Scott Baugh when he first got his career started and have been sort of mentored him along the way, and I'm sorry that his ambition got the best of his sense of gratitude in this case, but I have no doubt that the people will re-elect me and let me use all the seniority and all of the experience and all of the contacts that I have made through government rather than elect a guy who's been a lobbyist for the last 15 years.
All right. Well, yeah, as you know, the new jobs report is out. It looks phenomenal by most analysts' accounts, of course. And Orange County, just look at the numbers. Orange County continues to run parallel with an unemployment rate that just sinks like a stone. What are you hearing from the people there in Orange County there as every single month seems to be further proof that more and more people are back to work?
Well, we have a president of the United States that is focusing on what is good for the American people rather than the last guy, the Obama and our liberal left friends in the Democratic Party, who are trying to build a better world. And yeah, they build a better world and it makes our lives more miserable. And that's something that's very evident now. This president's done, he's out there fighting for us and on trade agreements. He's out there making sure that we get control of this out of control taxation that's made slaves out of all of us. So anyway, yeah, things are getting better. You can sense it. And I think the American people also sense, on the other hand, the Democratic Party is so far to the left that they are a threat to the well-being of our people.
And recently, Congressman, you voted no on the latest farm bill. Many Republicans let that fail in the House. But how much did the prospect of that guaranteed vote on immigration play a part in your decision to vote no?
Well, I've been first of all, I don't believe that when we're going $1 trillion a year in debt every year, that we should have these subsidies throughout our economy, not just the farm economy, but throughout the economy. We even had an amendment saying we're going to eliminate a program that spends all kinds of federal money on promoting beer and wine overseas. Well, I'm afraid we can no longer do that when we're spending $1 trillion a year more than we're taking in. You're going to give that debt to our kids to pay for advertising for beer and wine? Give me a break.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.